must stay in the ring for 3 minutes with this titan of testosterone!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most memorable instances where a professional wrestler left the squared circle for the silver screen.
Hello.
It's you.
Come.
Number 20, Terry Funk, Roadhouse.
Get him out of here now!
Oh, come on, man. Get your hands off me. You lost your shield.
If you're not drinking, you're out of here.
This hardcore legend possessed numerous contacts within the entertainment industry, resulting in some surprising Terry Funk sightings. Funk made memorable appearances in testosterone-fueled films like Roadhouse and Over the Top, alongside real-life friend Sylvester Stallone.
And Mr. Cutler is talking to you.
I'm through talking.
The former, meanwhile, saw Funk portraying one of the Double Deuce's tough guy bouncers, which admittedly wasn't much of a stretch.
How's it going, mijo?
Mind your own business, Dad.
Funk, after all, was one of professional wrestling's legitimate stalwarts, an unbreakable force of nature that kept his career going until the literal wheels fell off.
You know, I heard you had balls big enough to come in a dump truck, but you don't look like much to me.
Opinions vary.
Number 19, Triple H, Blade Trinity. This third entry in the Blade franchise admittedly wasn't the best vampire hunting story Marvel had to offer their fans. It did, however, at least feature one Hunter Hearst Helmsley alongside a very tiny and very cute dog.
Hey, face, you seen my dog? Have you tried the lobby?
Thank you!
Triple H's character, Jarko Grimwood, was a brooding bodyguard with plenty of muscles and metallic fangs to boot. Most fans of Blade Trinity remember Trips' little Pomeranian companion more than anything else, but this isn't really a bad thing. It gave what could have been a very single-note character a little color, while also making Triple H's time in the Marvel spotlight shine just a little bit brighter. Number 18, Ronda Rousey, Furious 7.
Thank God you showed up. These parties bore me to death.
The toughness of Ronda Rousey has never been in question, which sort of makes her inclusion within the cast of Furious 7 feel like a perfect fit. She portrayed the character of Kara, a security leader whose job title made great use of Rousey's martial arts training. Granted, both of Rousey's performances around this time, the other being The Expendables 3, predated her tenure as a WWE wrestler. But we feel that all things are equal in hindsight. The fight choreography in Furious 7 likely made her transition to the WWE methods of athleticism feel like the next natural step.
Letty, talk to me. Are you okay?
Number 17, Kevin Nash, Magic Mike XXL.
Are you ready to meet a special kind of beast that can bring all the beauty out in you?
The acting careers of some wrestlers have been shorter than others. Big sexy Kevin Nash is not one of those wrestlers, since his silver screen career can be traced all the way back to the first live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sequel. Other films such as The Punisher and The Longest Yard would follow.
Jesus, you sound like my mother.
Listen, if you want to cry, you go ahead and cry. Cry with you.
Nash would eventually graduate to roles that offered the former Diesel more substance, however, specifically the Magic Mike franchise. The second film in the series, Magic Mike XXL, might feature the best Kevin Nash performance. But if we're going to be honest, the camera just loves the guy. Number 16. Tyler Mane, Halloween. The wrestling career of Tyler Mane saw this Canadian native journey all across the world for various promotions. Mane's movie career has been equally eclectic, acquiring roles in films like X-Men and The Devil's Rejects. It was this latter film that eventually led to Mane collaborating further with director Rob Zombie in his Halloween franchise. The wrestler's formidable height and strength made his portrayal of Michael Myers one that just feels frightening and visceral. There's a weight and malevolence to how Mane's Myers slaughters his victims that feels ripped from a death match. Number 15. Kurt Angle, Warrior.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Hear my commands all times, defend yourselves all times. Let's go back, let's do this.
The amateur wrestling and Olympic experience of Kurt Angle likely went a long way into his preparation for the 2011 film Warrior. Angle appeared alongside other combat sports professionals in a minor role, but one that definitely didn't go unnoticed by wrestling fans. Co-star Joel Edgerton faces off against Angle's character of Koba, and the Olympic hero looks like he's in tremendous physical shape. Warrior was filmed during Angle's tenure with total nonstop action, serving as a great bit of extra promotion for the wrestler's career. Not that it needed much.
You don't knock him out, you lose the fight. Do you understand me?
Number 14. Macho Man Randy Savage, Spider-Man.
Are you ready for more? Bonesaw is ready!
The character of Bonesaw McGraw may have been created for the 2002 Spider-Man film, but it also possessed real-life comic roots.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime! Ah!
Although the name was changed, the Macho Man Randy Savage was able to be a part of what's almost certainly the turning point in Peter Parker's life. Savage's scenes with co-star Tobey Maguire are largely played up for comedy, yet it's Parker's laissez-faire attitude towards capturing a petty criminal that ultimately leads to his Uncle Ben's death. Meanwhile, Savage's larger-than-life persona updated the wrestling stereotype formerly embodied by Joseph Crusher Hogan for a whole new knowing audience. Number 13. George the Animal Steele, Ed Wood. Has there ever been a case of casting Kismet quite like George the Animal Steele, portraying the equally animalistic Tor Johnson? Steele's unhinged wildman persona not only made him a great fit for Johnson, but the former WWE star actually looked great in the role too.
More Nick.
Mr. Johnson, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Johnson's big, hulking physique was said to have contrasted with his gentle demeanor. This also applies to the animal's legacy as a lovable character. Steele was great on screen as Johnson, reminding many wrestling fans how the man behind the animal gimmick was much more than grunts and groans.
And at the end of the picture, he saves the girl.
I like. When the movie shoot?
Hopefully very soon. I'm just waiting for the final okay from my good pal at Warner's, Mr. Feldman.
Number 12. Hulk Hogan, Rocky III.
To all my love slaves out there, Thunder Lips is here. In the flesh, baby.
Oh my God.
The ultimate male versus the ultimate meatball.
Being the most recognizable professional wrestler in the world and an unlikely thespian, Hulk Hogan had to make an appearance somewhere on this list. Among his various film roles, we're going with his debut performance as Thunder Lips in Rocky III.
Listen, after the match, how about if we get a Polaroid together, okay?
You're in trouble, man.
Towering over the Italian stallion, Thunderlips throws Sylvester Stallone around the ring as if he were a ragdoll. Even the referee and security guards can't restrain the wrestling machine. As always, though, good old Rocky never backs down and gives the diaper-wearing monster a run for his money. Number 11, The Big Show, The Waterboy.
All I know is this, Jimmy. Next Friday, August 29th at the Baton Rouge Exposition Center, I'm going to open a can of whip-ass on Herculon, and I'm going to drive him back into whatever galaxies he came from.
When 31-year-old Bobby Boucher loses his job as a water boy, he offers his services to his wrestling idol, Captain Insano. Big Show portrays Insano as a commanding titan with a mighty build and even mightier mouth. After learning Bobby's age, he opens up a can of whoop-ass on the poor water boy's feelings live on TV. Gee, Captain Insano shows no mercy, whether he's breaking your legs or your heart. In all fairness, though, we'd probably be laughing at Bobby, too.
Perhaps you might need the services of an experienced water boy.
That's pretty cute. How old are you, kid? 11? 12?
I'm 31 years old.
Number 10, John Cena, The Suicide Squad.
No one likes to show off.
Unless what they're showing off is dope as f***.
2015 was a very good year for John Cena the actor, since films like Trainwreck and Sisters proved that this WWE legend possessed legit performance chops. Cena's run on the silver screen would only improve from here, particularly when it came time for him to appear in the Suicide Squad.
Miss Waller charged me with making sure those records don't leave this building.
Of course, I should have known. Waller's always got a backup.
Come on, man. This isn't personal.
The face that runs the place brought his A game for his portrayal of Peacemaker, a hyper-nationalist with blood on his hands. The worst villains often feel as if they're the hero of the story. Cena's performance underlines Peacemaker's delusional ideas of peace and what he'll do to achieve these ideas. Number 9, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Longest Yard.
Oops. Sorry about that. You mind fetching these books for me, boy?
The 2005 remake of The Longest Yard was a bit more comedic and definitely sillier than its 1974 source material, but it did admittedly feature some fun faces in its cast. Stone Cold Steve Austin appeared in this film only a couple years before starring in his own vehicle, The Condemned.
Yeah, I'm sorry, amigo. Something I gotta do.
Austin's character of Dunham is one of the guards in the film. A provocative role, yet admittedly of a lower profile compared to The Condemned. Despite this, Austin's work on The Longest Yard served as a nice warm-up to a career that would see the Texas Rattlesnake explore meatier tough guy roles within the subsequent years.
The Cons don't seem to have an answer for Dunham, who's averaging close to 12 yards a carry this half.
Green, 67! Green, 67!
Oh, what a hit on Dunham!
Number 8, Jerry the King Lawler, Man on the Moon.
Wrestling's a very serious sport to me, and I don't appreciate some jerk like you trying to make fun of it. And I certainly don't appreciate a jerk like you trying to make fun of people from the South. So we can go to court if you want to. Or you can get in the ring with a man and wrestle for real!
Professional wrestler Jerry Lawler allegedly shared an infamous rivalry with comedian Andy Kaufman in real life. Man on the Moon depicts their relationship with Jim Carrey portraying Kaufman and Jerry Lawler portraying himself.
Did you come down here to wrestle or act like an ass? Now get in the ring! I'll give you a free headlock, okay? Come on!
The film touches on many actual events, most notably Lawler punching Kaufman on David Letterman, and Kaufman throwing a cup of coffee in his face. Although it looked like they hated each other, Man on the Moon clarified once and for all that the entire feud was staged. Behind the scenes, the two enemies were really good friends.
Look out! Look out! The King's holding him up like an accordion that time.
Number 7. Harold Sakata / Tosh Togo, Goldfinger. Has there ever been a more iconic movie henchman than Oddjob? Hell-bent on destroying his target and poised with class without ever totally upstaging Goldfinger's main antagonist, Oddjob's everything a good right-hand man should be. A professional wrestler like Harold Sakata, who went under the name Tosh Togo in the mid-20th century, was born to play this role, bringing both an intimidating physical presence and a certain degree of humor to a mostly silent part. And let's not forget his deadly bowler cap, which would decapitate you in 3 seconds flat. Honestly though, who throws a hat?
Remarkable.
Number 6. Kane, See No Evil.
You know what? This is a two-way mirror.
What?
Get up, go.
Professional wrestlers are tailor-made to play action stars. They're also the ideal vessel to bring raging psychopaths to life, at least according to this slasher flick. It shouldn't come as a major shock that See No Evil was the first feature produced by WWE Films. The movie stars Kane as Jacob Goodnight, who can whip a chain, wield an axe, and hook a human being unlike any other. In a way, the film is an allegory for being stuck in a cage match with a disgruntled wrestler who isn't afraid to fight dirty. Number 5. Jesse the Body Ventura, Predator.
Come on in. Old Painless is waiting.
Arnold might have kicked the most ass and delivered the best one-liners in Predator. If any of his teammates could have given him a run for his money, however, it would be Jesse Ventura as Blaine Cooper.
Some badass bush before, man, but nothing like this.
I hear ya. This shit's something. Makes Cambodia look like Kansas.
A machine gun-loving sexual tyrannosaurus who has no time to bleed. It's a shame this awesome character didn't get more screen time, but at least Ventura got to star alongside Arnold again a few months later in The Running Man.
Son of a bitch is dug in like an Alabama tick.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Number 4. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Fast 5.
Here's what makes sense. All these guys are his names on a list. They come up, we take them down. Not a phone call more, not a bullet less.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has had such a successful acting career that he's been able to sell a movie without always using his ring name. While he demonstrated solid comedic range in The Rundown, his most memorable action role has got to be as Luke Hobbs in the Fast and Furious movies. Making his first appearance in Fast 5, Johnson fit in perfectly as an ex-bounty hunter determined to take in Dominic Toretto's crew.
Make peace with whatever demons you got left. Because come tomorrow, I will find you.
Given their mutual love for everything macho, however, it isn't long until Hobbs and Toretto become bros.
I do know you, Dom, which is why now I give you the brother-to-brother answer. You do whatever it is you gotta do.
Number 3. Dave Bautista, Guardians of the Galaxy. We very often see our tough guys and gals from professional wrestling take on movie roles that mirror their strenuous daily careers. This is why Dave Bautista's filmography is so interesting. The former WWE star has chosen some unique films and delivered some impressive performances. Bautista's work in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise surprised just about everyone with how funny it could be.
If someone does something irksome, and I decide to remove his spine.
That's actually murder.
one of the worst crimes of all, so also illegal.
Meanwhile, other films like Blade Runner 2049 and Knock at the Cabin explored Bautista's range, while also demonstrating how the wrestler could change his physical appearance to reflect each new role.
We, and when I say we, I mean everyone in this cabin, can stop it from happening, but only with your help.
Number 2, André the Giant, The Princess Bride.
Once I find you again, how do we escape?
Don't pester. It's had a hard day.
Right. Sorry.
Although André the Giant was king of the ring in the world of wrestling, he was a mere peasant in The Princess Bride. Often described as a gentle giant, André couldn't have been better suited to play the thick-headed, yet also resourceful Fezzik.
So what happens now?
We face each other as God intended. Sportsmanlike. No tricks, no weapons. Skill against skill alone.
You mean you'll put down your rock and I'll put down my sword and we'll try and kill each other like civilized people?
Well, he starts off working for the bad guys. This larger-than-life character eventually sees the light thanks to his innocence, sportsmanship, and oversized hearts. Wherever you are now, André, we hope you're dreaming of large women.
Fezzik, jog his memory.
I'm sorry, Nigo. I didn't mean to jog him so hard.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Roddy Piper, They Live.
Who are you, little fella? Come to show him where I am. Not nice.
In They Live, Roddy Piper's John Nada looks like a wrestler, talks like a wrestler, and fights like a wrestler. Despite all of this, Piper manages to do the unthinkable. Convince the audience that John Nada is not a pro wrestler, but an average nobody who becomes humanity's last hope.
I'm giving you a choice. Either put on these glasses or start eating that trash can.
Charismatic, funny, comfortable, and down-to-earth, it's actually sort of surprising that Piper didn't have a more prominent film career as an action star. They Live is proof that few performers can kick ass and chew bubblegum better than him.
Drop it! I said drop it! Beat your feet.
Do you think we live in an era where it's easier for professional wrestlers to transition into acting? Let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.